So hi guys, I decided to do the part 2. So like I said, all that contributed, everything that contributed to me, welcome to my channel. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this, please go back and watch the part 1. This is the part 2. May God bless you as you watch. Please subscribe. Please guys, like my video every time you watch it. Let my video be pushed out. I've been stuck on 1,360 subscribers for over a year. Guys, please push your girl out there. Follow me on TikTok as well. Check my TikTok on my bio and my Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram. I'll see if I can put the link of my TikTok here and my Instagram page. Let's be friends. Let's know each other better. Yeah, like I was saying. So in the part 1 of this video, I mentioned few factors that made me think of leaving Ireland when I moved to the UK for a few months. And did I regret moving? Not at all. Will I go back again? Maybe. Don't ask me when, but maybe. So anyway, yeah. So on this fateful day, I thought about everything, called my friend. I have a friend in Manchester because my sisters actually live in London, but I felt London is too overcrowded. I wanted to start from somewhere not too crowded, so I was looking for somewhere that I still have, people that are closer to me and like family, and somewhere that at least my children, like I said, I don't know if I've mentioned my children lives in the UK as well now. They all live in the UK and work in the UK. My big boys, 2 big boys. So then I decided, okay, let's see how Manchester is. So one of my friends, we went to school together. We grew up together back home. We've been in touch for many years. And she spoke to me. She's like, oh my God, let's start this process. I'll see what I can do to help. If you are calling friends, that woman is a good friend. I tell you that. She is a true friend. So what she did was, we applied for NI. I did my NI, national insurance. For people that doesn't know, if you want to live in the UK, you need to have a national insurance number. I did my national insurance number. And yeah, did that. Then went to register my daughter in school. I picked some school to register her, did all that, register for GP, general practitioner, doctor, did all that, and everything went so smooth because I remembered me praying to God before I started this move. And I asked God, if you actually want me to move, make this smooth for me. And God did. So everything went so well, and I was so happy that everything was going well. Now come to accommodation. My friend was like, you know what, don't bother looking for a place for now. I have a spare room. My daughter is always in school. You take that room with your daughter, stay there for now. I said, are you sure? She's like, am I going to be sleeping in 2 bedrooms together? Take the room so that you can do all your processing and get your place peacefully. So that was how we started. Hired a van. Got his brother, actually his brother is a very nice person as well, Uncle T. If you are watching this, thank you so much, I love you. He came all the way from UK, brought a van, packed all my stuff. When I say all my stuff, beds, fridges, television, every single pin was packed back to the UK, and we put them in the storage. The storage wasn't too expensive. It was, okay to manage, and we put them there, and that was the first step. Then we rounded up here, went to my daughter's doctors, told them we were moving. They were skeptical. They didn't want us to go. They are like, oh, you're not going to get help. They did everything to discourage me. But my mind was made, and I was broken that time. I didn't even want to breathe the air in this country again at that time, you know. If you are in my shoes, you understand. You know, if you haven't, life hasn't happened to you before, you won't understand what I'm saying. You know, it got to a stage before I left that I was thinking of death. God forbid. You know, you haven't seen depression. I think I was near it, or I was even in it then, but I didn't know. That was how bad it was. I thought of everything that could happen. So don't judge me when I'm saying this. I'm just sharing my story for somebody to learn. So, anyway, like I said, whew, my legs are hurting. Anyway, I'm going to do this walk. I like to go walk. It's very cold, but I love to walk. So, like I said, we did all that, and we moved. You know, we landed up here. The files were supposed to be sent. We gave them the name of the consultant. We already gotten a consultant in the UK, thank God. It was so quick, like within 3 months. We got doctors, we got consultants, we got all the nurses, community nurses coming home to see my daughter. Everything was going. We got our supplies. Over there, I don't go out to pick supply. I know we are still developing in Ireland. God will take us there. Over there, they bring my supply to the house. Actually, they ask me which day is good for me to supply. And I tell them when I will be home. And they bring it to me. Every supply that my daughter uses. But over here, you see where I left? I have to go by myself with no help to pick boxes upon boxes and carry them, bring them here and offload them by myself. Only me. I've been doing this for the past 15 years. Is it easy? It's only God that has been helping me. It's only God that has been holding me together. If it was somebody else by now, they would have broken like into pieces. But God has been helping me. You know. So, supplies was arranged. They put her under every doctor's that she needed. Even though they didn't see any record yet. Too. At that time, nothing was sent from Ireland. But they listened to whatever I said to them. They checked all her medications and they started giving her. You know, they did her blood tests, saw that what she needed more, they added to it. They sent her to dentists that we took years to get here. They sent her to ophthalmologists. They sent her to everywhere. And everybody was seeing her so fast. My darlings, if I have to do it again, I will. Because I didn't regret anything. God made it so smooth for me. Everything was so smooth. So, we moved and everything was in place. We were going well. Then, school was not an issue. Okay? School was an issue. So, my daughter was homeschooling. Even though she wasn't in school, they kept sending teacher home to teach her. But she was missing out because she needed to be in the school premises. Like she needed to learn like her mates. But I think that contributed to something that made her go into, like at a stage my daughter wasn't talking to me. She was sick every time, like not sick. Like she wasn't, you know, when somebody is like, mentally, she wasn't okay. She was just so down. She was crying every day. Mommy, please, can we just go back to Ireland? You know? And every time I see her cry, it breaks me. Honestly. It breaks me. It breaks me. It breaks me. So, I just kept saying, don't worry. God will sort us out. So, we applied. We went to council for homeless in the UK. Everything is changing in the UK now. So if you are trying to relocate to the UK, have your money in your pocket to get a house. That's one thing that I think we didn't get, you know. So we couldn't get into the council list because we haven't lived there for 3 years. About 2 years. They said you have to live in that area for 2 years to be considered for a council. So we couldn't get that. And at that time, because I've relocated, I've spent all the money I had for van, for everything. I was waiting to get money, but my friend was saying, just take your time in the house. I'm not sending you away. For you, if you get somebody that gives you accommodation free in the UK, that person should be your God, mini God. I'm telling you, because it's not easy for somebody to house both of us, myself and my daughter. It wasn't easy. I call her Remy. Thank you so much. If you're watching this, I love you. You know yourself. I love you so much. Thank you for standing by us. Thank you for not giving up on us. Thank you for opening your house for us, open your home for us to come in. Thank you for, I did not pay a dime. When I was in that house, I would ask, let me pay this bill. Let me take this bill on. Let me help with this bill. She would say no. She would say no. Don't worry. Save your money. Save your money. Looking after myself and my daughter. That is big. If you don't think it's a big deal, to me, it is a big deal, and I really appreciate it. So that was how everything started crumbling. And every time I see tears in her eyes, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. And when I was in the UK, I registered for a course. I did a course in project management. I was hoping when I finish, I'm going to get a job. And I was already giving options of, helping with my daughter so I can work for a few hours. Everything, I was giving all those options, which I didn't get when I was here in Ireland. So I grabbed that option. I said, let me quickly do some courses, to help me so I can get a job. And so when my daughter is in school, I can go to work and come back before she comes back and all that. That was my plan. But God has another plan. So he got to a stage, my daughter was so down. And I said, you know what, Gladys, you need to pray. So I started praying. God, I asked you before we came here that if you wanted us to move, you should make it smooth for us. So that was 6 months until, we only stayed there for 6 months, yeah. I won't say 6 months in full, but maybe 3 months in full, but 6 months. So I said, God, you made us come here, and I asked you to make it smooth, and you made it smooth. So now that things are like this, what do I do? God, show me the way. If you want me to go back to Ireland, or if you want me to go to another place, show me the way. I started fasting beginning of December 2023. I was fasting every day. And another thing I didn't mention, my health got better. The doctors over there told me some things to do with my health. I was actually taking off some medications when I was in the UK. My health got better. Really, honestly, when I was in the UK. Everything was just, even my skin, everybody was saying, when you were in UK, you looked better, But, sometimes we have our own plan, but God has his own plan. Anyway, yeah, so, like I said, I started the journey, I started the prayers, and one day I slept and I had a dream that they gave me a key. Somebody handed a key to me, and I'm like, what do I do with this key? He said, that's the key to your home. I woke up, but in dream, the place, when I came outside and I saw a plate number that doesn't look like UK number, but I couldn't see properly because UK number we have a yellow at the back, but that one is white. So I couldn't read the number, which country it was. So I said, you know what? So I woke up And I said, what is this dream? Maybe these council people in the UK are reconsidering us. So I kept praying. My daughter, I will ask her to pray. We're doing morning and night devotion. We'll take it in turns. You know, she will pray, I will pray, she will pray, I will pray. So our prayer point was, God, if we are not in our settled place yet, if it's another plan that you have for us, take us there. That was our prayer point. Because at that time, even me, what was going on with my daughter, it was affecting me, and I was feeling down as well, you know. And I'm like, what's brought me from Ireland? I don't want it to happen to me again, because I was so vibrant when I was in the UK. So vibrant, I'm telling you. So vibrant. Oh my God. Anyway, so what now happened? Before the end of December, I just woke up one day, took my phone. This is funny because I took my phone, called two of my friends in Ireland. I've been talking. One of them, actually, Abby, you've seen her a couple of times on my channel. She came about a few times to see me in the UK. Shout out to you, Abby. So I called my other friend, Nana. I don't know if you have seen her on my channel as well. I called her as well, and I said, guys, it looks like we are coming back. And I contacted my daughter's school in November, before that December, to say, do you still have a place? They said, oh, because they told me they will keep the place for 6 months, and if she doesn't come back, they'll give it to somebody else. They didn't even wait for us for 6 months. They gave it to somebody else. Imagine. So anyway, I said, well, Grace, you don't have school to go back to. She said, Mommy, God will provide another school. Her mind wasn't there. What we do for our children, the sacrifice, we sacrifice for our children. Yeah. She's my heartbeat. That girl. So anything I will do for her. So I thought about it, and I'm like, it's going to cost me a lot of money again, but let me go and try back. See what God wants us to do. I remember when I was in the Highland, I was fighting to get a council house as well. I was on the list for over 15 years. I didn't get the council house. There was a time I even had an issue with them that they took my daughter off the council list. They said she wasn't a priority. And that caused a lot of problems. I had to go to the mayor. I had to go to the minister for the children. You know, it was a big deal. And then they put her back on the list, and they still didn't give us a house. So I thought about everything. I said, now that I'm going back, what are we going to do? The house we were renting, we gave it back. What are we going to do? Anyway, God, it seems He wants us to go back for a reason. I missed my church community as well. I was a member of the choir. And every time the choir member would say, oh, we miss you. We miss you. It's like Gladys. So, anyway, I just woke up, called them, and the next minute, I bought tickets for the 3rd of January 2024 to fly back with just 2 suitcases. And yeah, that was it. We flew back. And what did God do? What did God do? I don't want this thing to be too long, but it's already 18 minutes. But I don't know if I should do the third one. Okay, let me just finish it here. All right. God prepared the ground for us. It's good to pray, my sisters, my brothers. If you don't, you are missing. God prepared the ground for us before we came. We came in, went back to the social services. Because when I was leaving, I just wrote a letter to them that I'm going for a few months. I need to be with my family. I'm not feeling well. That was what I said. And honestly, that was what was going on. And I didn't tell them I was going because I wanted to see how it would go, you know, how everything was going to go. So went back to them and said, look, we are back. And they're like, okay, welcome back. Do you have any money? No. Okay, we'll give you a check to go and get something for now. Just like that. And call this person, and they'll restate you your money back all your services that you're getting. That was it. Called all the services. They reinstated my money back like I never left. And went to the hospital to see my daughter's consultant because he booked us in straight away when he heard that we were back. Then there I started crying because I was telling her the reason why I left. And she's like, you know what, we'll try as much as possible to support you. We know it's not easy for only you, but we'll try as much. If you see me out there, you think this woman is strong. I am strong because God is giving me the strength. But it is not easy. It's not easy, my dears. It is not easy. So, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. I'm sorry. So she said, we'll try and give you all the support that we can to get you settled back in. Where do you live now? I say, we live with a friend. Thank God for Nana. Thank you so much for what you do, Nana. We love you. So another friend of mine took us in when we came, gave a room up for me and my daughter, and we stayed there for 2 weeks when we came in. And so this woman, the consultant, gave me a social worker to work with me. I contacted the council to tell them I'm homeless. The hospital too contacted them. They started firing them. And I prayed to God. I prayed to God because I said, God, please give us a permanent home. I'm tired of moving around. Just give us a permanent home. 2 days after, I got an email. Hi, Gladys. You have been nominated for a home in a new area. Within 2 weeks that we came back. What lesson did this teach us? It took me to go to the UK and come back for me to get a council house. If you live in Ireland, you will know how big deal it is to get a council house. So that was how we got a new place that we are living at the moment, which is our permanent home. And every other thing fell into place. As I'm talking to you now, my daughter is in a very good school, and I got a casual job in that same school as a special needs assistant that I'm doing, and God has been helping us. So this story has been long coming. I said I was going to share it. So now I've decided to keep my mind open. I'm not going to trust on anybody except for God. I'm not going to let anybody hurt my feelings. I'm just going to do me, and I'm going to look after myself. Thank God my daughter is doing well. She's coping in school. They're giving her all the support that she needs. And to add to it, when she used to be in London, she didn't get a nurse that goes to school with her. But now, we came back and they said, oh, actually, she's entitled to a nurse to go to school with her and look after her in school and come back home with her, escort her to school. Isn't God great? My dear, if you are serving God, hold him tight. Because people will see me outside, they say, this one, does she even know how to pray? When I'm talking to my God, I don't say it's outside, but I go in my closet and I talk to my God real good. And my God answers my prayer. I remember my daughter saying, Mommy, why is it that everything we prayed for, God is doing it? I said, because God listens and he hears our prayers. So, this video is 23 minutes now. I'm going to round up. So, all I'm going to say is, thank you so much for watching. If my story has inspired you, or you know anybody that can, get anything from this, share it with them. God is still answering prayers. God is still in the job. He is not giving up. He's not retired. God is still God and he's doing his work. So, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you haven't followed me on TikTok, follow your daughter. I say your daughter. Sorry. Your girl on TikTok. Go and see the way I do my TikTok. I do all my dancing and all that. Dancing to God, on TikTok. And I do other stuff on TikTok as well. I'm going to be posting a lot of food recipes and all that on TikTok from this 2025. I want to rebrand. I'm thinking of opening a food channel so that I can separate it from this channel. Hopefully I'll do that. May God help me. All right, if you have watched this stage and you haven't liked, pause. Like it. Yes, you. Yeah. Yes, so you. Like. Have you subscribed? Have you not subscribed? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Yes, just say a heart. An emoji we do. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching to this stage. Until I see you in my next one, remember, God that did it for me can do it for you. God loves you. Bye.